Today we are going to talk about a movie, Little Woman. Well, Little Woman is a movie about four sisters, Jo, Beth, Meg, and Amy. These four sisters live with their mother because their father is in the war, and he sends letters sometimes. Their father had written many letters before he came back from the war.
First of all, we have to know these four sisters because they are very different. The first person we see in the movie is Jo. She wants to be a writer. She is brave and creative.
The older sister is Meg. She cares about beauty and she enjoys going to dance. And then her she can meet a possible husband. Meg had dreamed of a big wedding before she met her future husband.
The next person in the movie is Amy. She is the youngest sister. Also, she wants to be a painter because it inspires her so much, and it's her biggest dream.
Last but not least, we have Beth. She's very kind and sweet. Also, she likes to play the piano and act in the plays that writes Joe. But now that we know a little about they, we have to start from the beginning. But here's a spoiler. Beth had helped poor families before she became very ill.
Jo lived at home with her mom and her three sisters before she lived in New York. The movie is unique because it jumps between two timelines.
In the movie we can see how they lived in the world together and how is life in the present as we meeting before is a New York, trying to become a writer.
Who had written many stories when she was younger, but new beat is very stick. In fact, beat had played in the piano every day before she got sick.
Not to mention Lori, who shares a beautiful friendship with Joe. While Joe back to home, we can see some memories like Amy burns Joe's notebook because Joe went to the theater without her, and obviously Lori went with Joe because he was in love.
If we are going to talk about love in the past, we see Marge. She had went to have a rich life before she fallen in love with John.
By the time she got married, she had changed her mind about money and what life she wanted because she really liked John.
Here's the thing. Well, let's remember that Amy loves paint, and just before Lori asked to Joe to marry him, but she said no. After she said no, Lori had gone to Europe.
Amy had traveled to Europa before Beth got worse. She went with her aunt. There she sees Laurie.
It's necessary to mention that Beth had been sick for a long time before she died. On the other hand, by the time that Lori and Amy fall in love, they had grown and changed, but this notice for Joe was unexpected.
Who had stayed at home before her sister died, but Amy doesn't know. Yet is great movie become so popular.
And that was A Little Woman. It's about, in fact, the director had worked hard before the movie became so popular.
Joe started writing again after Beth died.